Hi, Jody Rotten. Another rotten read. This comes to us from the Yale School of Public Health. A study identifies potentially harmful substances in household dust. This is from February 3rd of 2023. Here you see the little baby walking on the carpet. A baby crawls on carpeting, one of the potential sources of hazardous compounds known as PFAS that are believed to impact human health in certain concentrations. Dream time. Dreams time. Let's see, it's an investigation led by researchers at the Yale School of Public Health has identified potential health hazards in settled dust. These PFAS have been used for decades to create stain-resistant carpeting, waterproof packaging, non-stick cookware, and other consumer products. But while the strong carbon and fluorine bonds found in PFAS compounds have proven useful in these applications, their resistance to degradation also means that they can linger in the environment long afterwards, contaminating drinking water and hampering air quality. These so-called forever chemicals are dangerous at certain concentrations, studies have shown. Exposure to PFAS have been linked to delayed brain development in children, thyroid cancers, and liver and kidney damage. And according to some researchers, PFAS compounds can accumulate in settled dust in indoor spaces, where toddlers face an even greater risk of inhaling or ingesting them. The new YSPH study, published January 5th in the Current Environmental Health Reports, increases researchers' understanding of the specific PFAS compounds often found in dust and where they may come from, as well as their potential implications for human health. Dust collected from atop of door frames or windows or from carpets can be used to capture a person's exposure to pollutants in the air, says Crystal, an assistant professor of etymology, environmental health services at YSPH, and senior author of the study. Settled dust is especially relevant for infants and children that spend extended periods on the ground where they may inhale or ingest the dust. For the paper, her team compiled a list of some of the sources potentially contributing to the presence of PFAS and settled dust as identified by other scientists. The list is long: rugs and carpets, food packaging, cosmetics, paper products, clothing, insecticides, and more. So many children's products like foam play mats or clothing that is stain or water resistant likely contains PFAS, she said. Cookware too. PFAS are applied to many household items to achieve the non-stick surface, she said. There are steps individuals can take to try and avoid potential hazardous compounds in dust, including frequent cleaning and having greater awareness of the chemicals household products contained. It's important to prevent exposure from the onset, she says. There are a growing number of companies that are committed to not using PFAS in their products. PFAS research is in an active area of science, but also one that has many challenges and limitations. While scientists can identify new sources of PFAS exposure, they are currently unable to gauge which type of environments, products, and locations may have the highest concentrations. Measuring the tracking different sources of PFAS exposure is difficult because the family of chemicals is so large. Methodologies that can account for extensive variety and diversity of compounds can be costly and time-consuming. And that means that studies looking for certain compounds in specific settings can completely overlook hundreds of others, greatly complicating the research. Further research can help to address the missing link. Her team is developing software that can predict the structures of new compounds, which could allow scientists to be more specific with their identification efforts. Biological samples taken from pregnant women and newborns, for instance, are helping scientists measure the levels at which these harmful chemicals can reach the womb, potentially causing pediatric cancers. Wearable air samplers that Polite's team recently developed are also being used to study children's exposures to PFAS. All of these different efforts contribute to what Polite says is a very active area of research and one that could have major implications for maternal and child health. Her team's work has many applications to better understand our exposures in a more comprehensive manner. She said, for instance, the current study's findings will help public health officials and other researchers take new steps towards addressing the link between PFAS exposures and potential health impacts, especially in children. And there she is. There's Crystal Polite. She has a PhD in pea engineering. Anyway, found that to be an interesting article. Our dust. Oh, why do all the kids have autism? I don't know. Could it be something they ate, smelled, rolled around on, crawled on? Who knows? Could it be a combination of all of the above? Probably. As if a chemical or alchemy reaction is taking place within the human body right now. Ah, that sounds like transhumanism. Stop it. Remember to watch the window